Welcome back to the VST channel. This is my S24 Ultra. I'm already using it on the latest May update for probably about 2 weeks, and it's finally time for me to make this video. And you might have guessed it, also you've seen the video title. Yes, it's gonna be all about that battery life. So guys, I'm gonna share right now what I'm getting in terms of results. Just to cut to the chase, no, I'm not happy. I just think that it has to be just better. It is 5 p.m. I am now only left with 1% of my battery, 4 hours, 41 minutes, screen on time, guys. I'm gonna show you what I'm experienced today, right? Also in the past few days. I'm also gonna share what my criteria are for a good battery performance. And then I'm gonna tell you why I think that the S24 Ultra battery sucks at this point of time. So without any further ado, let's buckle up and let's start. To be able to give you some perspective, let me share with you some of my daily routines. So I leave my phone on this charger. This is an original wireless Samsung charger. It stays all night and it charges. You all know that One UI has a lot of features, so I'm also using some of these features for protecting my battery, and I'm using the adaptive one. So basically, you know how it goes. You have 3 options, 4, well, with the off one. But if you decide to use the battery protection, the basic one will make sure that your battery is charged 100%, then it will stop charging, and then when the battery level drops to 95, it will start over and over again. Then you have the maximum protection, which will ensure that the battery only charges to 80% and then stops. Or, like I do, you can also use the adaptive one, use maximum while you're asleep, which is hopefully my case, and switch to basic before you wake up, which means that when I'm leaving the phone overnight, I'm picking up something like 98-99%, which is almost the case. Or let's say if I decide now to put it there and charge it while I'm not asleep, apparently it's still daytime, yeah, I'm gonna switch from the basic to the maximum protection. Also, at the time of shooting this video, which is 2 p.m, I'm already at 25% of a battery, and I do believe that's important. Memorize this. But before we just continue, let me enter and show you my settings. So display settings, you can see I'm using motion smoothness to adaptive, which means that whatever my phone can, it will deliver that sweet 120 Hz. I'm using the screen vivid mode on, which doesn't really make any big changes, drastic changes or impact to the battery. I am using the eye comfort shield, but not the enhanced one, because you know how it goes. It will make your display very dull if you're using the enhanced one. What is even more important and probably has impact on the battery for sure, it is the resolution. So yes, I paid a lot of bucks to get the premium phone, so of course I am using the QHD Plus, the highest available resolution, also the highest available refresh rate. So guys, you've probably seen at the beginning of the video, I am not happy with the current state. Why? Let me tell you what happened. So this morning I wake up something like 6:30, 6:50, 40 every day. I wake up, I pick up my phone at 98%. So this is 6:40, 6:50, something like this, right? So I use it for a few hours and boom, it is 2 p.m, right? And I have quarter of battery left. Well, this is not ideal. Now, before, you know, like just picking up the big guns and start shooting at Samsung, well, the screen on time is not that bad. It is 3 hours and 46 minutes, right? And also, you know, I have a daily routine. I go outside, have to bring the kids to school, to whatever kindergarten, and it means that I'm not only using the phone on Wi-Fi, I'm also using the phone on 5G. So I'm not using 4G, right? I have 5G. Every time I'm outside, I'm also using 5G. And sometimes, of course, I do try to use the camera and do some nice shots. So I have already used the battery for like 70%, which is, yeah, it's a lot. And that gave me 3 hours and 46 minutes on time. And now let's check where these 3 hours went. So 52 minutes went to Facebook. Jesus, so much. Half an hour went to Viber, 40 minutes went to Telegram. This is really time that was allocated me using the phone, so this is where my screen on time went. Less than 1 minute for the system UI, then 21 minutes on the home screen, 30 minutes doing some browsing with Chrome, and then 30 minutes to watch some fellow colleagues from YouTube, and only 3 minutes today. So only 3 minutes today on the camera, okay? 7 minutes on X, and yeah, you can just see everything else pretty much doesn't make any sense. Now, I told you in the beginning of this video that I'm gonna share with you what I do believe is acceptable. And honestly, for me, and I've said it in many of my reviews, if a phone is able to deliver more than 4 hours screen on time, I will find this to be acceptable. This phone for sure will do so. So most probably right now, if I continue to be at home, I'm gonna get maybe even up to 5 hours screen on time, maybe, right? Because right now, if I have to go outside, then most probably I'm gonna do like another 45 minutes of screen on time, and then the phone will die. So this is not ideal. It is acceptable, but it's not ideal. Ideal will be my phone to deliver screen on time 5 hours or more than 5 hours on a consistent basis every day, no matter if I use it inside with Wi-Fi or outside, right? Also, guys, remember, when I use the phone outside, it's not only the fact that I'm not using Wi-Fi, but I'm using mobile like 5G. The other issue is that the screen will pump the maximum brightness, and this phone dims the screen a lot. Like just even after 4 or 5 minutes of usage, it will really overheat somehow and then dim the screen brightness, right? And still with this, so much dimming, which is not ideal because I'm even not able to see sometimes, I will get really something like 4 hours. So it is acceptable, it's not ideal. Ideal will be really to have more than 5 hours. So this is my criteria, and like awesome will be to have more than 6 hours. This will be really like 10 out of 10. And before I show you the information from the other days, let me show you the statistics of my mobile data. If I go to data usage, guys, I think you're going to understand. This is important. Why? So Wi-Fi data usage, right? You can just see I use 150G, right, for a month of Wi-Fi. Like this is the previous month, like almost like every month consistently more than 100, like 110, 120 to 150G. And I can try to show you the same statistics. So this month, for example, right, I use almost like 25 gigabytes mobile data. This is for the whole month, guys, all right? But let me show you. If I go and check the previous month, 25G, all right, then the month prior, 26G. So what I'm saying is I have rather a consistent usage. For example, yesterday, you can just see I pick it up in the morning, then I had to charge it several times to just be able to make the day with 5 hours 34 minutes. Then you can see the day prior, right? 7 hours 20 minutes. Again, I had to top up my charging. Then the day before again, and then again, and then again. And then again, right? So you can just see that with my type of usage, I barely can even make it to, let's say, 8 p.m. in the afternoon or in the evening, which is absolutely not ideal. I would still qualify this to be acceptable with that type of screen, with this very big and very bright screen, and with this highest resolution, and with the highest available refresh rate. But is this ideal? No. Is this acceptable? I would say yes. I probably want to say like barely yes, but I think it's yes, just because it's a huge screen. And honestly, I was not getting really that much from other phones that are comparable in terms of size. So I do believe that in general we have a problem, like something really is draining the battery a lot. I'm not saying it's a specific Samsung problem, but right now this is the S24 Ultra, and I do believe that they need to optimize this. I don't think that they can do, because I'm even not sure if that's an optimization issue or it's just really what this phone can do. And now the latest news about the next Snapdragon is that we're going to jump to 6,000 mAh of battery. So I generally believe that, yeah, the future of Android will pump more and more milliampere hours instead of trying to be a bit more smart in the way they develop apps or even technology. Although they try to do things like with the LTPO displays and with this and with that, but it's still not so efficient. So, as I said, it is 5 p.m. I am now only left with 1% of my battery, 4 hours, 41 minutes screen on time, guys. This is the reality. I went outside, used a bit more of 5G. I used also some Waze for only 30 minutes, and that's it, guys. Now my phone is gonna die anytime right now. So I will finish the video and say that this is acceptable. It's not great, right? It's not terrible. You know the meme, and it is what it is, guys. So I really hope that Samsung can further improve on this result. Let me know how much battery you're getting with your phones, S23 and S24, with the May update. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe, and let's hope you're gonna get better. So, VST over,
and bye.
Bye.